Hey, crackpot Professor Shorman is still spreading fears with her readings of the earthquakes. At least that last rumble didn't topple anything over. Looking down on us from her rocket launch ramp just because she's got a degree.
And welcome back, everyone.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Alright, so I suppose at this point, it seems only natural that I would have another Binge and Purge ready for you, but first let's talk to her. Wow, that one's neat. That's one neat looking rocket.
Oh god, we met Elon Musk.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know he wore a hat.
And was a girl.
Well, since Mara's being highly unscientific at the moment, I had to think of a contingency plan. My seismometer tells me that something's very off about these quakes, you see? Our mine is dug right along the fault line. One great quake and this whole place could crumble.
Professor, you're a smart bot. Do you think these earthquakes could be bot made?
You mean, is something generating the earthquakes? That could actually explain the particular specific epicenter of the latest seismic activity.
You're really struggling here, Steve.
Yeah, sorry. It came right out of the temple of that crazy dome cult.
Dome.
So
it is possible.
If you want to test this hypothesis, you must cross the windy plains to the temple in the east and investigate.
Okay.
Did he say east?
East.
Okay, I thought he said west. I honestly thought it was west.
Okay, so this is about Boston. Quite fascinating across the windy plains. So does that mean I actually go east from here, or do I go below ground?
I think you go east from here.
All right. So I suppose while I do that, I could get into the Binge and Purge, which Steven, I will need your help with. So if you could just read that and tell me which one we are doing today.
Neo Yoko, the Jaden Smith anime.
Neo Yokio.
Neo Yoko.
The Jaden Smith anime. Here's a blueprint. Crisscross combination. I'll give you another one when you have 6 in total. Wait, one sec. What is this? I need to figure this one out. So, Steve, how much of the Jaden Smith anime do you know at all?
I know the one joke about Big Churro or some shit.
Big Churro. Let's get on with it, Steve. I need you to read me some plot points. Give me some.
Rat-catchy magicians.
Yeah. So the whole thing about Neo Yokio centers around these group of people. Neo Yokio is the city that they're in.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And they're part of these people who can do magic, I guess. I forget what they actually call it,
Anime magic.
It's basically just magic. And the whole race of people can do it, and they used to be very much looked down upon, but then demons invaded Neo Yokio. Ooh, spooky scary.
Yeah.
And then they were the ones who were able to help drive them all out. So then they ended up getting like a very high standing in society. Mm-hmm. So, although some people are still just like, yeah, you're just rat magicians, because beforehand, they used to just be like, they used their magic to catch rats.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all, but like, it was looked down upon by other people of the aristocratic society, because they are now part of the bourgeoisie.
Oh.
Basically.
Okay.
And we are following around Jaden Smith. Real name, who gives a fuck? I certainly don't.
Lonely single dude rankings.
So, this is the crazy thing about Neo Yokio. They have a giant billboard called the Bachelor Board about the most eligible bachelors in the city. Just in the middle, on the top of the tallest building, just a giant billboard saying who's the best of the best bachelors to be looking at right now.
So it's only the good ones. They don't feel like a blooper reel or anything?
No, I was really wondering, like, what would happen, like, can you scroll all the way down and see, like, the least eligible bachelors? No, not you. I was wondering, like, on the bachelor board, could you do that? I can't. There's nowhere else to go on this side.
Huh.
Yeah, I think this was just a tease.
Okay.
Whatever. Maybe we'll figure it out later on. Maybe we won't.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's there's just a giant billboard showing everyone, because one of the main things about this series is that he's a member of high society.
Yeah. Okay. Jaden Smith is an emo bitch dumped by his girlfriend.
Wow, look at that crash site. Glorious destruction. Let's just hope the professor's making some real improvements to the new rocket back in town. Like adding lasers and stuff to it. So, wait, what was going on? Oh, yeah, so he just got dumped by his girlfriend, boo-hoo-hoo, and he got like, all...
emotional?
Yeah, it's like, well, what's even the point of living if we're all just going to die one day anyway? Another annoying bullshit like that. And so the first episode is really just him, like, can't go any further that way, apparently. I mean, all right. And... wait. Oh, you were right. So, it's variable force.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
Alright, so
Ow, fuck.
anything else you want to say about emo part or no?
Not that I can remember right now. No.
He a defender or some shit has a Gundam.
Sorry, what was that?
He a defender or some shit has a Gundam.
Yeah, so also, like, every once in a while, his aunt calls him up. It's like, you have a job to do. There's some more demon activity, and it's your job to uphold the family name. Also, this is our only method of getting paid, and we're upper class, so we need to get paid. And, yeah, he just has this random Gundam, like personal assistant dude following him around.
Oh, personal assistant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he had like a giant mech.
No, he has like a normal, like, just giant robot dude following around, and he's his assistant.
Okay, so an android. Alright, tries to sex a possessed girl.
Oh yeah, so his first case that he gets in the show, he ends up saying like, "Help! This girl is possessed." And then, okay, is there? One sec. Sorry about this. I need to figure out if there's a way to. I don't know if there's a way to do this. How do I?
Yokio?
Oh yeah, good job, Steven. Thank you. But oh yeah. Then I ghost ride. So yeah, the first case that he gets the whole time. By the way, this is going to be a really long episode.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is in no way going to be 15 minutes. The very first episode, he goes up and tries to sex up this girl, right?
Yep.
And then like her demon powers end up pushing her away, and because of that, he ends up getting pushed down the Bachelor ranking board. I have no idea how they were able to figure that out, but yeah, I guess they were somehow. So yeah, then they put him down in the rankings because he wasn't able to sex the girl up properly. And,
wow, what a bunch of assholes.
Yep.
So you gotta climb up and use your grappling hook to stay up.
Yep. And then you stay hooked on.
So visits graves and judges perfume choice.
Yeah, so for some reason, he's made his own grave. I don't know if that's just a thing that they do, but he's just like...
How old is he?
He's like a teenager. It's like a high school thing, like all anime is.
I was gonna say, like, I could understand it being when he's a bit older.
No, he's like in high school, and then the Gundam was even like, "You've made yourself a very nice looking grave," you said, and it's like, he's like, "Yeah, thanks," and he just sits there, to be emo and think about shit all day.
Yeah, all right,
and
so
shit like that. No, I'm not done, Steven.
Sorry.
What was the second part of that?
Judge's perfume choice.
Yeah. So there's an old man there who is spraying perfume on a grave, and he's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Oh well, I lost my wife all those years ago, and I always come back to her grave and give her all this and spray her favorite perfume, Babylon, whatever the hell,
Babylon 5.
Sure, whatever. I spray Babylon 5 perfume on her grave," and he's just like, "That's a pretty nasty perfume. It's really old. You should use a different perfume." He's like, "Yeah, I understand. Like, this is my dead wife's favorite perfume.
Yeah.
It's not that I like it. It's just that she did when she was alive."
Yeah.
And so yeah, he was just being a total dick the whole time. So we're in the Temple of the Destroyer. That sounds fun, right?
Oh, we're gonna get another friend?
Oh, great Destroyer! At the end must surely be nigh. Is that a statue of Rusty you're bowing to? Yes, the great Rusty is the destroyer that was promised. It was foretold by our great prophet. He has seen the coming of the blessed end. You guys just find stuff to worship all over the place, don't you? I'm sorry. Guiding light, this infidel has removed you from the temple of guidance. I shall sacrifice her parts in cleansing fire. Okay. Let's knock her back a little bit. Okay, so I can knock her back and yeah, sure. Okay, so next point.
Worst epiphany ever.
Oh yeah. So when they were talking, it's like, so what happened with this girl when she was possessed? It's like, it's weird. It just the epiphany happened. The gate's not moving. The sliver's useless. Maybe I just need to power it up somehow. Yeah, I know. I got a shitload to talk about with this. We're gonna have a marathon of an episode here, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, it's weird. It happened right after she bought this shirt. And it's like, wait a second. I just got it. She's not possessed. The shirt is possessed. And I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit. Right. I pieced that together as soon as you fucking said that, Jaden Smith. Yeah. Whatever, Kaz Khan or whatever the hell his name was.
Okay. Fat ass goalie shootout.
So at the end of the episode, they were,
how many episodes is this?
6.
Oh, God.
6 episodes, 20 minutes apiece. It's all, the first one's the one I have the most to say about.
Okay.
So yeah, at the end of the first episode, they're playing field hockey, And they just kind of jump, they just kind of like, all right, it's shootout time, and they just get a goalie who's so fat he's almost the size of the goal. I was just like, is this a common strategy in field hockey?
I mean, it was in Mario Party Advance, where Bowser was the goalie.
I guess so. I have no idea what anything in this dungeon is wanting me to do right now.
Worst one-liner ever.
Oh, yeah, so he eventually, he gets the shot past the goalie, and a song starts playing, and he's just like, is that, I don't know, Pachelbel in D minor? And then Jaden Smith turns back to him and goes, no, it's E major. And then just walks off into the sunset like that was a really cool one-liner to use. I was like, this whole thing, I was starting to realize why it was so awful.
Why?
After the first episode. Because, like, none of it was interesting. It all sucked. All the writing was garbage as well. And that was the end of just the first episode, so I figured I was in for a crazy ride throughout the rest of it. So, Steve, if you could,
Sailor Pellegrino, Southern Belle to 11.
Oh my god, so yeah, in the second episode, he ends up meeting a girl who's just like the most Southern Belle pop star type, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, do you know what I'm getting at here?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, and the interesting thing was they meet and they want to go to a ball together. Or no, she wants to go to a ball with him, and then they end up on a kiss cam together. And he was already planning on going to the ball with someone else, and they said, it's like, well, see, here's the problem. It's like, you're on the kiss cam with this girl, so this other girl you want to go with is totally going to see you on the kiss cam. And I have no fucking clue what I need to do in this goddamn area, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
you had to be in there.
Yes, I have to be in there, and I'm going to go back real quick and recharge my light.
Right, so anything else to say about her?
No, not really. They end up on the kiss cam, but the one thing you don't have to worry about is that kiss cam ever becoming a problem again, which I think is just a theme of Neo Yokio. There's just so many things that aren't really things at all.
Okay. Can you use it now?
No, I don't think I powered it up at all. Still useless. I think I need to power it up. Yeah, hot.
Cat in dress, North Chakalaka.
Wait, what?
Cat in dress, North Chakalaka.
North Kakalaka. Oh yeah, so when they were talking, she was like, "Oh, I'm just a Southern Belle. I love my cat," and she pulls her cat right out from the bottom of her dress, and she is currently at a basketball game where she sang the national anthem. So I was just thinking, like, was that cat in your dress while you were singing the national anthem?
I've seen them be pulled out of women's tits before.
It's
not that weird.
The Neo Yokio national anthem, which I can't remember, but I thought was a little strange myself.
Bottom right.
It's like, I'm just a Southern Belle from, well, yeah, the giant, like...
So, I think we had to get fire there somehow?
Well, I mean, this fire's right here.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm just a Southern Belle from North Kakalaka, and that's actually the name they went with. No, that's just a secret, goddammit.
Suit not black, midnight blue.
Okay, so he ends up, getting a midnight blue suit, and this is one of the main problems of the episode. Everyone is just like, wait a second, that suit's not black, it's midnight blue, and apparently that's such a huge fucking problem because, again, he's part of the bourgeoisie, he's part of the upper class. His image is everything to everyone. And yeah, so the whole episode, people keep like replying to him, it's like, yeah, no, that's not black, that's midnight blue.
Oh, up top, can you shoot up there? Like,
just above here-ish?
Yeah.
I need more water first.
Alright. Date gets annoyingly philosophical too.
Yeah, so it didn't matter at all that he was on the kiss cam with this girl because his one date and a recurring character throughout the rest of the show just becomes annoyingly philosophical. She was in charge of like a fashion blog, but then she was just like, ugh, I don't care anymore. The entire fashion industry is just a cold shell of an industry used to hypnotize people and more stupid bullshit like that. More stupid woke shit. The whole show seemed like it was born out of a Jaden Smith tweet.
Yeah.
Which was an interesting metaphor, but at the same time I was just like, do we need to do this? Like,
Pellegrino is a communist demon.
Yeah, so they get to the show, and he ends up like talking to Pellegrino, you know, the pop star girl. Yeah. And oh wait, I can't shoot while I'm up like this. That's annoying. And she ends up, you know what? Fuck. Let's pause for a quick second.
Okay.
All right, everybody, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
So yeah, you can punch this open apparently, and it'll like drip into like the urn, I guess. But anyways, back to communist demons, right?
Yep.
So yeah, the person you wanted the pop star lady ended up just becoming like a demon apparently, and it was just using him to get to the ball in order to steal like this precious artifact. And then you get into one of like the least fighty fight scenes. Like these cultists are all insane. Yeah, pretty much. Miss Zaving let's find the prophet of theirs. You might know where Rusty is. Keep going down.
Yeah, fights are over in 1 second. Is that part of this?
Yeah. So there's a lot of fighting to do, and the whole the whole fucking time, they're going back and forth. You're just like, oh my god, what's this gonna be like? How's this gonna end? And how it ends is him being trapped in a
grapple?
A grapple of sorts, yeah. And you have no idea, like, oh my god, is he gonna get out of this? And then at one point, yeah, he just kind of does.
Okay.
Like, he just busts out of it and then gets some giant energy sword and just cuts her in half, which he could presumably do
at any
at any single point. So you're just like, okay, so like, why did this like? Why didn't he just lead with that? Why didn't he just end this fight in half a second like it seemed like he could have? And that didn't make any sense, but it's okay. It doesn't have to make any sense because at this point, you never hear about this person ever again.
Okay.
The rest of this episode is completely pointless to the rest of the series. Moving on.
Right. Helen knows start wearing gowns and bandages.
Yeah, so the girl I said who also got his date, his supposed date, they got all philosophical and shit.
Yeah.
Her name was Helen, and she's so popular because of her fashion blog. She basically has a cult following her. They're called the Hellenists. And basically they heard that she was wearing gowns and bandages because she got sent to the hospital because she was the demon in the first episode. And she got sent to the hospital, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's such a good look because Helen says it's a good look. And he's just like, what? No, I just sent her to the hospital. And basically they were called in because they wanted to try to teach the girls to oh yeah, look at that. Wanted to try to teach the girls to be proper. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. We can basically just go back here. And the girls basically had to be taught again to wear normal clothes, not wear these bandages and weird stuff to school. But they were just like, no, you'll never convince us, blah blah blah, or anything. And they found out what they actually wanted was not really once found everything. Yeah, I know that. What they actually wanted was for him to investigate a sort of demon sympathizer that's going on at the school. And he starts going about it, and he starts to think it's the music teacher, right?
Yeah.
And so there's one there about the music teacher, I think.
Yeah, music teacher is slamming high fashion show. High fashion show.
Yeah. So, one sec. Let me read that one more time.
Music teacher is flaming.
High fashion show. Yeah. So he goes and starts investigating the teacher. And if right off the bat you can tell like this man's a little light on his feet.
Yeah.
No problem with that. Just saying, like, you can tell right away, like, oh, okay, this
guy's probably going to be a demon.
Well, they thought he was a demon sympathizer at first, but then...
Oh, sympathizer. Okay.
Yeah, there's a demon sympathizer somewhere helping demons get into the school. And, one second.
Is there anything, like, important about the school?
Not directly, no.
Okay.
It's basically just the fact that the Hellenists are there.
Okay.
And then it's like, yeah, we need to make sure that okay, so how do I get in here?
There's probably like one thing you can
There's
break.
just, yeah, one of them I can break somewhere. And then he eventually finds out that the reason he's acting so weird wasn't because that he was a demon sympathizer, but basically because he was dating a guy. He was dating another guy who was really into EDM music.
What's EDM?
Electronic dance music.
Oh, okay.
It's like club shit.
Yeah, okay.
And he's a classically trained composer, and he was really embarrassed that he fell in love with a dude who was really into that EDM music. So eventually they find out that it's not any of the teachers who are the demon sympathizers, but it's the Hellenists.
Yeah, our demon sympathizers, and they want to sacrifice Jaden.
Yeah, and then they end up sacrificing Jaden or whatever the hell the guy's name is, Kazkan, I think it was, but it doesn't matter. And then they end up, like, almost sacrificing him, but then Helen, who at some point ended up becoming a hermit. And they ended up calling her something in Japanese, which is, like, hermit.
Okay.
I don't know, but apparently everyone knew what they were talking about when he said it, so I'm just assuming it means hermit in Japanese. I'm trying. Yeah. I'm trying my freaking hardest here. Please, thank you.
Okay, so, whatever, hermit.
Yeah, so she's a hermit, so all of the Hellenas lock themselves in their room to also be hermits. And then eventually they let her in. And because they think she's gonna help sacrifice Jaden, and then she ends up, like,
saving him?
Yeah, saving him. I forget what happens to the Hellenists, but whatever. It doesn't matter at all because the Hellenists also never come back again. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. X is in town.
Oh yeah. So at the very beginning of the show, his ex dumps him, and one of the main episodes that ends up becoming a thing is that his ex is in town, coming back, and is going to be really awkward. And eventually he finds out that she's going to a party, so he wants to go to this party too, but he can't go all by himself. And then eventually he has to go to his uncle's house because his uncle sadly passed away.
Yeah, okay, this is his uncle's house after death.
Yeah, and they're going, it's like, maybe we should clean this place up or something, and then they end up finding a pool.
Pool turns people weird.
Yes, the pool turns people just for some reason really strange. He has a redneck friend, redneck cousin or something, who is really into magic. Water magic, rather.
Oh, okay.
He isn't the special, protect the world against demons magic. He just can control water kind of magic.
Nothing wrong with that. Water's cool.
Yep, shit. I probably lost a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
Alright, so the pool turns people weird.
Yeah, so his two friends, which I haven't even mentioned yet, his two friends are the best part of the series. They're really funny. I can't remember their names, but whatever. They're basically the comedic reliefs of the show.
Okay.
And his one friend jumps in, and he turns into a woman, creepily enough. And then his other best friend increases the digging efficiency of the pickaxe. One sec, I gotta really quickly. I'm going to go with the pickaxe. And then his other friend jumps in and turns into a panda. Literally, they can't speak at all. The panda can't speak at all, and the other guy kept his manly voice, but he's just a woman.
Yeah.
Nets you cash for taking out people. Lets you return to El Machino instantly without losing.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I just really quickly want to see what's going on in here. Spawns an extra water orb from tiles destroyed by the pressure bomb. No thanks. Stops pressure bombs from hurting you. Maybe. Nets you a cash price for taking out enemies with a pickaxe. Yeah, sure, let's do that. And maybe stop pressure bombs from hurting me.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then they end up turning into
a girl and a panda.
A girl and a panda, and then his idea is to go to the party that his ex is going to with his friend, who looks like a girl right now.
Besides Dave's best friend, who's a guy, but not really.
Okay, oops.
Dude ends up trying to smash a lesbian.
Yeah, so as a girl, he's walking around, and some really creepy dude, his rival, Jaden Smith's rival throughout this anime, ends up hitting on both this girl, his best friend who's a girl, and
the
this
panda?
No, the panda spends the whole time sumo wrestling.
Okay, good.
Which is also entertaining. And then and then hitting on this one girl who ends up becoming a lesbian, and then his friend's bright idea was, well, you know what, I'm going to make lemons out of lemonade with this situation, and ends up almost smashing a lesbian. And then Jane Smith ends up becoming a real douchebag, and it's no, come on, you got to come over here. It's man, you acting really misogynistic towards me in the manliest voice possible, which was just really funny. It was really funny seeing someone complain about misogyny and how it's personally affecting them with an extremely manly voice. And that was mostly that episode.
Okay, final thing. Gundam has a pilot. It's weird.
Yeah, so another thing throughout this whole episode was that his Gundam assistant was running low on battery power the whole time, and the running joke throughout the whole time was "Sir, can you please pick up a battery for me? I cannot feel my legs right now." It's yeah, sure, we'll get it later. And by the end of the episode, this really old lady just kind of gets out of the mech. It's who are you? It's I'm your mech. It's wait, what? I thought, it's yeah, did you think he was just a robot? It's yeah, kinda. It's no, I've been inside your mech this whole time. It's even when you were giving me baths and reading me bedtime stories, it's yes, Kaz, I've seen everything. And then just walks away, and it was wow, this has made this whole situation a lot stranger.
Okay.
So yeah, Steven and I talked, and we're going to split this into two parts because there is a lot to talk about when it comes to Neo Yokio. So we are going to have a special part 2 extravaganza into all this, and we hope you are ready because we are about 3 episodes into this 6 episode series right now, and some of the weirdest and most questionable parts are yet to come, so we think you'll enjoy the next episode as well.
I thank you so much for watching, and please tune in for part 2.
Yeah, we'll see you next time, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.